Hi everyone, this is Debbie. I'm excited to share this with you today. We're going to be starting a new series, and it's the Plan.Do.Repeat challenge. And there's no telling how long it's going to last, but this is for March of 2021. So we're going to be doing certain prompts, and I hope that you'll join me. So I'm using a composition notebook to start this journal, because you need to have a journal to start with. All right, and one of the prompts is to cover it with either newspaper or words for the background. Okay, I don't have newspaper available. I put a lot of these prompts to stretch us. Okay, some of these things are not going to be available to you, so you use what you have. Okay, that's the most important thing. So these are some papers that I had left over from a project that I did, and that's what I'm going to put on here. I'm going to Mod Podge the finished product, but after I put the background on it, I'm supposed to use my favorite color on the front. So what I decided to use was yellow is my favorite color. So I decided to put one of these sunflowers that were left over from another project that I did. I guess I'm going to use this one because it has the most showing. All right, and then also you're supposed to add your initial, okay, or your initials. I'm going to use this this material that I tea-dyed and used for many different things. I'm going to cut it out in the shape of a D for Debbie. Okay, so that is my plan. I'm going to, I think I'm going to go ahead and speed this up so that you can watch what I'm doing, but not have to sit here for 2 hours watching. Okay, so hold on, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I wanted to bring you back to explain something. The reason why I decided to do this challenge in the first place was to use up our stash. That is the main reason for this challenge. And for every single month, we're going to have different challenges every week. Okay, but every single week we're going to be using up what we have. Okay, do not buy anything for this challenge. Okay, I'm serious. Do not buy anything. If it calls for something that you do not have, improvise. That's what I'm doing right now, and this is my challenge. Okay, I said to use a newspaper or magazine with words for this first challenge, but I don't have that right this second. So I figured, what the heck, I'm going to use this paper that has been sitting in my scraps pile for a while, and I wanted to use it up. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. I'm using up what I have. Okay, and that's what I want you to do. I want you to use what you have. This is the main objective for this group of challenges, but it's twofold. It's also to have fun. I think a lot of us forgot to have fun, and we're just trying to improve what we started doing, but we lost the joy. I'll tell you what, when I'm here in my studio and I get lost in what I'm doing, it's like I'm high or something. I don't know how to explain it, but it's so much fun, and the time just flies by, and it seems like I come in here, and I don't seem like I've been here for very long, and my husband will come in and say, "Are you going to come in and have some dinner? You've been in here 4 hours." So, yeah, I do that. And I'm not ashamed of it. I really enjoy, playing in my studio and creating stuff and just, going with the flow with what I have and just doing. So these suggestions, they are just suggestions, okay? Are just so that you can use up what you have, all right? Now, some of the themes are pretty silly, and that was the point. I didn't want it to be some drudgery, because I've done challenges before. I love challenges. They're so much fun. I get so excited. But you know what? I end up dropping them after just a few times, because I get worried about it, and I'm thinking, well, I'm not on time. I'm going to be late, and then I'll be behind. These challenges are meant to be made whenever you want to, okay? That's what I thought would be so much fun to do. You can, all right, do these anytime as long as you use the hashtag for it so that we know where it came from. So this first one in this series is hashtag PDR MAR 2021. So you know what that means? PDR, Plan, Do, Repeat. MAR means March 2021. Okay? So we know that for week 1, this hashtag is going to be used for it. So you can do this in any time of the year. I mean, you can do it any time of the year. Okay? It doesn't matter. As long as we know where it's from, it doesn't matter. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. So that's all I wanted to tell you. So I think I'm trying to decide how I wanted to do this, but I guess I decided already. I'm going to cut this out. Do a little bit of fussy cutting. Not a whole bunch, because the little tendrils from the plant is going to be really hard to cut around, so I'm not even going to try. And this is going to kind of melt into the background. I'm just going to cut that off. Just doesn't look right, does it? There we go. Okay, so I'm going to put this on here somewhere, and I'm going to use Mod Podge. Let's just go with it. Okay, so let's see. Where do I want it? Here or here, here or here. I kind of like it right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dip my brush into the Mod Podge, lay it down, not real thick, just make sure it's well covered, okay? Because this is paper and it will curl up, and I don't like that. So I'm very particular about my composition notebooks. All right, so have you all decided what kind of notebook you want to do? You can make your own if you want. You can use an existing notebook if you want, as long as you use recycled elements, okay? Of course, the inside of this notebook is not recycled because I needed pages to put stuff on, and that's your option. You can use pages from something that you recycled, and that's okay. It's up to you, okay? So I'm going to dry this, all right, and then I'll be right back. Okay, this is dry. I love the way that Mod Podge feels, don't you? So I love how this looks on top of the words, don't you? Okay, so the next thing I wanted to do was to do an initial, all right? And so I decided I was going to do an initial out of this material. And I think I'm going to do a lowercase d all right? And I'm going to just mark a big, well, maybe, I don't know how tall. Let's see. All right, so let's just go with it. I'll just mark it. Maybe that'll work. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so I'm going to cut this out, and then I'm going to glue it on here, and then I'm going to Mod Podge over it. So I'm going to do that right now. I may fast forward so that you can watch me do it. So here I go. Okay, so I got my D on here. It's not the prettiest D, but I like it because I made it. It's by my hand, okay? And then I just took some of this paper that I have. It's really, really thin craft paper. And I tore a piece out and used my label maker. This is the label maker that I have. It's called Dymo. It's just a plain old label maker. And I put PDR, Plan.Do.Repeat, Challenge 2021, because this book is only going to be for that, all right? So there's going to be hashtags for each month that's different, and I made some labels for the next coming months. Since I had the label maker out, I figured I'd go ahead and make them up. But so now what I'm going to do is put some Mod Podge on here. And that's pretty much it, I think, that I intended for this first week, okay? I need you to decide what book you're going to use, what journal, what notebook, whatever you decide that you want to do. And then if you need to put it together, then you need to do that. That's up to you. I'm just using this because this is what I had on hand, and that's what I want you to do. I want you to use what you have on hand, okay? The whole point of this, and I'm going to reiterate this quite a few times, is that this is about using what you have, okay? I want us to use up our stash, okay? That's really, really important. That's one of my goals for this year, is to use it up. Okay, and this is one of the reasons, one of the ways that I thought of that would be really, really fun. Okay, to do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow dry this. Okay, and then I'll be right back. Okay, this cover is now dry, and it feels really good. It's got little bumpies right here where the material is, and it changed the texture of the material. I know you can't see it, but I can feel it, and it feels really good. I like that. So I wanted to recap what this is. This is a PDR challenge 2020, but for each month, we're going to have a different hashtag. So for March, the first of the series, it's hashtag PDR Mar 2021. So that's PDR Plan.Do.Repeat March 2021. Okay. And for week 1, you need to create a journal or use one that you have available. Use some form of your favorite color. Okay. That would be my yellow. Have newspaper or words in the background. This is words in the background here. Can you see? I think it's French. All right. And then add your initial or initials. Okay. I put my first initial, D, and there you go. Okay. That's it. This is the first of the series. I hope that you will join me. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to share with you what I've already figured out what I'm going to do. And I would really love for you to join me with this. Okay? So until next time, peace out.